The starting lineup. For the business.
Welcome, everyone. Here are the starters for Houston. We've got Alperon Şengün. Dylan Brooks is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Thompson, and it's Green in at the 1. And for the Spurs, Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Barnes. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4 slot. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Fox against Thompson. Fox right side. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Fox outside. Just 5 on the clock. Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Fox, that's good.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan, yes, 8 foot, Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7 foot 4 inches, skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Now here's Fox. Wembanyama, screen on Brooks. Fox with the ball. And it's Şengün picking him up to the inside. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, screen on Brooks. And it's Fox missing. Fox has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And it's Thompson penetrating. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Here's Castle. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside, Green. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And the Spurs making a change here. No hands checked in.
Explosive move by Fox, and if you're the defense, you've got to come to expect that.
Brooks, the pass to Thompson. Fires from deep. San Antonio with a rebound. Here's Fox.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
Now here's Thompson. Takes a 3. Hits the three-pointer. Thompson's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Wembanyama. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Now here's Fox. 6 points for him. He gets it in there. Give him 8.
Boy, Fox, there may not be a quicker player with the ball in his hands.
Rockets trail by 6.
San Antonio foul.
Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Here's Fox. Brooks with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Green with a screen on Barnes. Pass to Şengün. On the wing, Brooks. Still no points. Outside, Green. Out left to the wing. Here's Şengün. Nails it from 3.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Thompson against Fox. Outside Wembanyama. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Şengün. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for the San. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
So the Houston 5 right now. They've got Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Dylan Brooks, and it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. And the basket is good. Sohan's got his first 2 points.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Thompson in the post. He's guarded by Barnes. Brooks a screen on Barnes. And there's the call on Jeremy Sohan. That's his first foul. Mamukelashvili's checked in for San Antonio.
First team foul.
And we played through the first minute here in the second.
Number 54.
Şengün passes to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Outside for Brooks. Pulls up. The putback. Back to Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Oh, Fox with a steal. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I think it's so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Ali. Thank you. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot, so you can't just lay off of him. It makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Now here's Fox. Give him 8. Outside for Wembanyama. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 9.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
And that one drops for him.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Offensive board. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. Fox surveying the D. Tries again. Mamukelashvili passes to Wembanyama. 4 on the clock. The big man, Wemby for 2.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
High post Green. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Screen by Eason. Back to Green. Pass to Şengün. From downtown. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green showing good patience and vision.
Wembanyama. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Castle. Green covering. Driving to the basket. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got his second basket of the game.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Right side Green. Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's something you did very well.
Wow, a compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt or I would have been out of league sooner than I wanted to. You have to be able to adapt or die. That's what this league is about.
Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Rockets.
He hits the second from the line. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Outside for Green. Outside Eason. Pass to Brooks. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Fox against Thompson. Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Outside for Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Green. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here they come. Moving it up. Wemby putting on a show.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Thompson outside. San Antonio with a rebound. Fox outside. 2 on the clock. Fox gets it to go inside.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's San Antonio going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid lead, right? Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
And get ready for the fan headcourt shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Then there's Chris Paul. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Bassey in its center. That's the San Antonio 5.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength, but his upside on both ends is enormous.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Yeah, so good to see Smith passing the ball like this, wanting to improve as a distributor in the NBA.
Tate against Paul. Vassell, a screen on Tate. Vassell outside. And the 3 off target. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Outside Tate. Back to Green. Pass to Landale. To the right side. For 3, Smith. And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Paul against Tate. Outside Paul. Blocked! And as it goes. Out of bounds. San Antonio will keep possession. Champagnie. He's checked in for Chris Paul.
Now into the lineup for your Spurs, number 30, Julian Champagnie.
Here's Champagnie. Just 5 to shoot. Going inside. And he banks in the layup.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Outside for Green. Jacks up a 3. Bassey pulls it in. Spurs lead by 11. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together, and the future looks bright.
And it's Whitmore missing. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Down low. Here's Johnson. Missed inside. Rockets trail by 13. Fires the 3. The Rockets with another miss. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Inside. Here's Bassey. Vassell outside. From behind the arc. It doesn't go for him. For Houston, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. It's Tate on the wing. Fades. Rebound San Antonio. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. They get it back. Bassey. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
Team foul.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
San Antonio.
And he's good on the second. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Vassell passes to Johnson. Here's Bassey. There's a screen. Launches a 3, and that's good. Vassell for 3. Vassell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Whitmore. Outside for Green. Pass to Smith. Green, a screen. And Houston, another three.
And this is why Jabari Smith went early in the draft. His ability to find shots and, of course, make them too.
Now here's Vassell. He's closely guarded.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Stolen by Vassell. And here comes the break. Here's Sohan. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And really a two-way force in transition. Sohan will run out on the break, and he can get back quickly on defense as well.
And that one's good. Whitmore.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
No debate there. He got hammered.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Personal foul. Second team.
The first free throw is good.
The line for your Spurs, Devin Vassell.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so it's San Antonio in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. How about the way they... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. San Antonio leading by 13. So the Rockets 5 now. They've got Tari Eason, Thompson out there with Green. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Thompson against Fox. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Here's Fox. Oh, Fox with the flush off the drive.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
To the wing on the left. Outside Eason. Back to Thompson. 5 on the clock. The three-pointer off the mark. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Here's Brooks. And there it is for him. Brooks has got his first basket.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Fox against Şengün. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Back to Fox. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 11. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. San Antonio leading by 11. Here's Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Şengün, the screen. To the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And that one's good for Brooks.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Left side Barnes. Fox outside. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
Here's Eason. No good on the triple. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
First team foul.
There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Wembanyama. Counted from distance. Wembanyama's got 7 now in this quarter.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking fairly assertive.
Spurs lead by 16. Poke loose. Here's Easton. Houston with another miss.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Spurs.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Şengün, no good.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Here's Thompson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Assisted by...
Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Dylan Brooks. Second personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
We look at the pace of this league, and Fox, look, he is built for it.
And both free throws good for Fox. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thompson with it, now guarded by Wembanyama. Here's Şengün. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Fox outside. To the inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the...
To Wednesday afternoon basketball. Along with Coach, now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward. And for San Antonio, Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Barnes. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the power forward position. Fox with it. Now defended by Jokic. And both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
So the wing on the left. A shot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. Now the obvious concern is Nikola Jokic, particularly as a playmaker. Coach told me if Jokic goes off for 40 himself, we can still win if we hold his teammates down. But that's tough when he's hitting those guys in their favorite spots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Jokic a screen. Here's Murray. Plays it up and banks it in.
And inside Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot.
Fox inside the line. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. This is his first free throw of the game. The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Murray against Fox. Porter a screen on Fox. And it's Jokic in the corner. Pocket 6. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Castle.
And look at how well Jokic uses that size defensively there with a great contest on the shot.
And Jokic throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Jokic. Intercepted. Barnes outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You gotta love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Watson with it. On the wing, Porter. 5 to shoot. Over Castle. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game, and that one good.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Murray, no good. Here's Fox. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Takes the 13-footer. Good on the jump shot. Fox has got 6.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of it.
They've got Wembanyama. Fox is out there with Castle. Then it's Barnes, and it's Mamu Kalashvili in at the 4 slot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. DA, thanks. Outside, Porter. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic. And another miss by Denver. Spurs leading by 14. Here's Wembanyama. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. kicks it out to Gordon. They could use a bucket, and it's Gordon with the finish.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Outside, Fox. This one for three. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nuggets trail by 12. We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Castle. He's covered by Murray. Shot clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points. Castle's got 7 points.
What a creative shot by Castle, opting for the soft touch.
Porter looking it over. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. And the lead is down inside single digits. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Manu Kelishvili. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one. Fox against Murray. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game. And you know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't, and that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised, nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does. Gordon with a screen on Fox. For 3, Murray cans it from downtown. 8 points for him.
And the backbone of Murray's game is that ability to scorch you from distance.
Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes sets a screen for Wembanyama. Wembanyama, what a high release on the 3.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
The Nuggets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And Porter drops them both. 27 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside for Wembanyama. 15 seconds left in the first half, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
For your Spurs, number 14.
Here's Wesley. He's covered by Watson. And he drives in, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
The Spurs have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Murray for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 11. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Saric, and it's Strother in at the 2-guard spot. Ball against Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. There's a good screen. Second chance effort. The shot misses.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us, perfect. Here's Brown. Drills it from outside. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Paul looking around. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. It's blocked. And here we go. Saric all alone. And finished off by Westbrook.
What a burst of energy from Westbrook. He can just fly when he wants to.
Here's Paul. Pass to Sohan. Back to Paul. High arcing shot. Count that bucket. Paul's got his first 2 points. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes it's a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Sohan with the screen. Off target from outside. The Nuggets trail by 7. Outside Westbrook. Brown the pass to Najee. Saric in the corner. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Screen by Saric. They get it back. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Spurs leading by 7. Paul outside. There's 1:17 left in the third. Connects in the foul line jumper. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
And in the mid-range, Paul, so dangerous. He has a lot of angles he likes in that area.
Pass to Brown. To the paint. Out to Saric. Here's Brown. 21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before, This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games, and that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed. Up top, Vassell. He's covered by Westbrook. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Strother. He has yet to score. Here's Brown. Out to Saric. Lets the three fly. Not going to go that time. And we've reached the end of the third. Spurs lead by 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagny in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Now here's Murray. And the layup is good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Fox finds Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 6 assists in the game.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Pass to Gordon. And he banks in the lane.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Watson. And it's Watson with the ball for the Nuggets. Trailing by 4. Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Outside for Wembanyama. And Peyton Watson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And San Antonio has possession. They've led by as many as 14 points. A pass to Fox. 5 on the clock. Now Wembanyama. Good defense by Jokic.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
To tie it up. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Jokic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Murray. And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. Doing everything he can to rally his team.
Here's Fox, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And this is who Murray is, a natural scorer who looks for ways to get himself going.
Outside for Wembanyama. And Wembanyama too much inside.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependent.
And here is Murray. Porter, a screen on Fox. Here's Murray. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Vassell, he's checked in for Fox. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told them to pick up the pace. He said, if we're going to win, we have to seize this moment and act fast. He said, go all out or go home. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Watson, the kick out to Porter. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Fires the 3. San Antonio with the rebound.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now. It counts.
What a play from the rookie. Castle showing this team they can rely on him when it counts.
Now here's Porter. G right on him. And we're going to overtime. A riveting defensive play to keep them alive. And that's going to do it for regulation. So these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. They've got Harrison Barnes. Castle is out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 spot. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. And they recover it. Jokic against Wembanyama. Gordon with the screen for Porter. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Stolen. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Barnes. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama outside. Wembanyama, tough shot. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Vito Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando, was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Going inside, Castle hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D. And the Spurs lead by 2.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And Murray, here we go. Rebound, San Antonio. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Kalashvili. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Outside Porter. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. No good with the triple.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Lets it go with the three. And it's Victor Wembanyama with the three.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
Misses the step-back jump shot.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably did.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony.
of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Murray out there with Michael Porter, and it's Watson in at the small forward. Now here's Porter. Jokic with a screen on Thompson. Here's Porter, and he drives in, and then Porter with the dunk.
Boy, so agile and fluid at 6'10", finishing with an exclamation point. Porter Jr. Hard to stop this young guy.
Green with the ball, and Jokic picks him up defensively.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Now here's Green. Clock at 4. Back to Şengün. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Rockets ball.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the game.
For your Rockets, Jalen.
And the technical free throw is good. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward. You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Now here's Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Eason pulls it in. Thompson with it. Checked by Murray. 3-pointer Brooks. Rebounded by Denver. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Murray passes to Jokic. He goes up again, and he lays it up and in.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
Houston has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Şengün outside for Brooks. Şengün, the screen. Out to the right wing. The 3-ball knocks it down from distance.
He's got a real nice feel for the game. Şengün's quick to make the most of an open look when it avails itself.
Outside Murray. This one for 3. Eason pulls it in. Houston has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Green. Outside Eason. Back to Green. Eason, a screen on Murray. Outside Eason. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Denver. Right side Watson. Shakes him. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there. And you got to at least honor Brooks' 3-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Jokic with a screen on Green. Pass to Jokic. Here's Murray. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens. Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Green. 36 seconds left in the first. Three-pointer, Brooks. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
It's Jokic, high post, working on Şengün. Jokic with a screen on Green. Here's Murray. Banked it in off the glass. Murray's got 6.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Şengün. The 3 is up. And Houston, another 3.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight.
Oh, it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how you beat the...
Dillon Brooks, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Houston. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
On the court for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Michael Porter out there with Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward. Şengün passes to Thompson. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Jokic with a screen on Green. Here's Murray. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Pass to Şengün. Now here's Brooks. No good on the 3. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. And Gordon with the big finish.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Here's Green. Now Şengün. Thompson in the post. He's against Murray. Şengün, the open look. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands.
Oh my God. Wow! Bring it home!
And you know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always.
Oh, nice! Big finish!
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Outside, Green. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Şengün passes to Thompson. Three-pointer. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pulls it from 20. Murray, no good.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
High post Green. He's against Watson.
2 minutes.
Şengün finds Green. Just 5 on the clock. Şengün passes to Green. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Jokic with a screen on Green. Murray inside, defended by Şengün. Gordon outside. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc. Gordon's got 7 now in this quarter.
Nice work by Gordon, stretching the floor, opening things up with his range.
Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, B.A., you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
Green against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Şengün, the screen. Thompson scanning the floor. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the shot goes in.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Here's Eason. Hits the trifecta. Eason's got his first 3 points of the game.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Out to Gordon. Pass to Porter. Screen by Gordon. Fires the 3. No good there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Denver up 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Look at Dillon Brooks. What a contribution.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Whitmore is out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Green, then it's Jabari Smith, and it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Smith against Šarić. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Whitmore. It's stolen. Here's the break. Here's Brown. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Here's Whitmore. Uses the glass on the layup.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Here's Brown. Pass to Najee. Let's go with a 3. They get the rebound. Westbrook outside. Here's Najee. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Strother. Buries it from 3. Strother's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Rockets trail by 6. Outside Whitmore. Outside for Green. This one for three. Knocks down the long J.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Brown. Pass to Strother. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Strother's got 5. Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Picked by Smith. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 from Houston.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Here's Brown. Whitmore defending.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Tate against Westbrook. Tipped. Now here's Whitmore. Tight defense on him. High arcing shot. Smith outside. For the tie. Can't get it to drop. Denver in the lead. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Brown. Whitmore defending. Pass to Najee. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Najee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Left side, Whitmore. Here's Landale. Drives to the hoop. Uneasy, 2 on the layup.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Denver. 2-point game. Off with the layup. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Here's Landale. Back to Smith. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter here. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Here's Strother. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Strother's got 8.
Simply one of the better passers around. Westbrook's so good at finding his guys.
Picked by Smith. Here's Whitmore. Smith in the high post. Takes the 3. Doesn't go for him. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's Denver. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Rockets trail by 5. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Jamal Murray out there with Michael Porter. And it's Watson in at the 3. Pass to Şengün. Off target from 3-point range. Denver has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Watson passes to Jokic. Oh, and the jam by Jokic.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Brooks. He's guarded by Porter. That's tipped. Gordon with a steal. Outside Watson. Jokic against Şengün. Now here's Jokic. Defense right on him. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Murray. Goes up on the wing. And right through it goes! And now a 9-point Nugget lead.
Boy, on nights like this, it seems like Murray is playing that defense like a song. He can make it a long night for the opponent.
Thompson finds Şengün. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Murray with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. Murray passes to Gordon. Thompson against Porter. Jokic, good. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Şengün, a screen on Murray. Fires from deep. Offensive board. The Nuggets lead by 8. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Jokic. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Houston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Jokic against Şengün. It's Jokic, high post. Jokic with a screen on Green. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And it's Thompson.
And attacking with reckless abandon. Somehow Thompson able to get through.
And Houston making a change here. Whitmore's checked in. Thompson, no good on the free throw. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing.
Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
At the line for Houston, Thompson. 2 shots. The play will be reviewed.
Still disputed, even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
The 3 from Thompson. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Nuggets.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Nikola Jokic.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer. Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Şengün finds Thompson. Back to Şengün. Eason with the ball. On the wing, Brooks. Defended by Gordon. And it's Brooks missing. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
With the W. Except, all right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
tuning and the starting group for the Spurs. They've got Castle, also Fox out there. And Benyama's out there with Barnes. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the four-man position. And for the Rockets, Dylan Brooks out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green showing good patience and vision.
There's Mamu Kelishvili. He's covered by Eason. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And Green slams it in.
Let me tell you this. If you got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
Here's Fox with the drive. Wembanyama outside. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Thompson looking for an opening. Offensive rebound. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Connects from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Now, here's Fox. And Wembanyama throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Richard last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Fox outside for Wembanyama. Barnes sets a screen for Wembanyama. Doesn't go that time. Great defense that time from Şengün. Pass to Thompson. There's the three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Fox with it. Picked up by Thompson. For the three, De'Aaron Fox. And that's good. And this game is tied up now.
Oh, you let Fox have that shot. Like, you forced De'Aaron to make those.
Green kicks to Şengün. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Wembanyama, no good. Rockets leading by 3. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. The wide open look here for Fox. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
Outside, Green. Over Castle. Green, no luck.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Here's Thompson. Left to the basket by San Antonio. Drops in the tray. Şengün's got 6.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes screen on Şengün. Wembanyama, no good. Houston in the lead. Green, the pass to Eason. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Pass to Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Rockets leading by 3. Down low, here's Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Wembanyama. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He's got 8.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Thompson, high post. Şengün with a wide-open look. His three-pointers off the mark. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Rockets lead by 3. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Wembanyama. Castle is out there with Fox. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the power forward position. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Green deciding where to go with it. Brooks setting a pick for Green. Sinks the triple. Green's got the lead up to 6 now for the Rockets.
Okay, that's some impressive range from Green. Daring the defense to cover him that far out. Well, look, he can have that.
Fox. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson. And De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
Now, here's Green. He's got 7. Eason passes to Green. Houston needs to get a shot off. Brooks for 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 5 rebounds tonight and stolen by Thompson. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Şengün no good. Spurs trail by 4. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Drills the three-pointer. Thompson's got 6.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Fox against Thompson. Wembanyama outside. They set the pick. Pass to Castle. Lock at 6. Back to Wembanyama. And stolen by Şengün. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Outside, Green. Eason with a screen for Green. Inside. And the dunk by Eason.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Castle. Nothing on the board. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Up again. High over the top. Wembanyama.
You have
to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Brooks with a screen on Barnes. And Thompson kicks to Brooks. 1:21 left in the first half. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Castle. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
Brooks with a screen on Barnes. Thompson passes to Brooks. Thompson inside. Barnes on him. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Rocket ball.
Six on the shot clock. Thompson sets the pick for Brooks. Shoots over Fox. Brooks misses.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
One of the fastest guys in the league. For Fox, it's about using his blinding quickness to his advantage on both ends of the floor.
Pass to Eason. Green kicks to Şengün. Here's Eason. Ball stolen. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets up. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
27.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him has to get to position and beat him to the spot.
Green is out there with Jabari Smith. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Spurs trail by 4. There's a screen. Vassell, the pass to Johnson. They get it again. Bassi, second chance shot. Back to Vassell. 6 to shoot. Sohan with the screen. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. Jabari Smith picks one up. The Spurs shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And it's tied up with that one. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Johnson finds Vassell. Pass to Bassi for the lead. with 1 on the clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bassey's got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Now Whitmore, still without a basket. Vassell against Green. Missed inside. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Vassell against Tate. Now here's Vassell. Not a lot of room. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll hit the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Up top, Vassell. Got a piece of it. Now here is Smith. He's guarded closely. And it's in there. 2 minutes. And now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Now here's Vassell. Whitmore defending. Vassell with it. To the paint. Stripped it away. Outside, Green. Pass to Tate. They kick it out to Green. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs trail by 3. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Here's Vassell. Here's Bassey. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Bassey's got 6 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Landale. And a wide open look for Whitmore. No good on the 3. The Spurs have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Up top, Vassell. To the inside. Bassey. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
His playmaking is trending in the right direction. Vassell has shown steady growth in that area.
They kick it out to Green. Hits it from 3-point range. Green's got 6 here in this quarter. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the first one drops.
San Antonio. Johnson.
And both free throws good for Johnson. On the wing, Brooks. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we wrap up the third and looking to beat. 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Spurs shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got De'Aaron Fox. He's out there with Castle. Barnes out there with Wembanyama. And it's Manu Kelishvili in at the 4 spot.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Green left side. Thompson a screen on Fox. Here's Brooks. And it's Fox with the rebound.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game, both teams leaving it all out there.
And they got to bring the double team on.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Spurs?
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
And another place they're finding successes in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Thompson from long range. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Brooks for three. Another miss by Houston.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Şengün with the screen for Thompson. The Rockets again can't hit.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Pass to Wembanyama. And then jammed down as he goes right over him. Then Thompson.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Here's Green. Out to Brooks to end the run. Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Thompson outside. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs leading by 10. Here's Castle. They get it back. Fox looking it over. From deep. Rockets with the rebound. On the wing, Green. Brooks outside. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 5 assists tonight. And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. They've led by as much as 10.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
Rockets trail by 9. Green up on top. There's a good screen. Brooks outside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Right wing takes a 3. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got the lead up to 10 now for San Antonio. And Green launches it from deep. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Brooks, the pass to Easton. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. That one goes. Count it. And it's a 12-point San Antonio lead.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Spurs.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Wembanyama.
And what effort he had on the board, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
Brooks from outside. Wembanyama with the rebound. And Fox with a clear path to the basket.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here is Green. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
from everyone here at... Now the starting group for San Antonio. They've got Castle. He's out there with De'Aaron Fox. Harrison Barnes out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4 slot. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Michael Porter out there with Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game. Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Here's Fox. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
How about the soft touch from Fox? Measuring the floater beautifully. Love his initiative.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver, and they have to deal with one of the quickest guys in the league in De'Aaron Fox. Coach told me it's almost impossible to stay in front of De'Aaron, so we'll try to give whoever is guarding him help, especially if Fox gets rolling. We'll see how that plan works.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Wembanyama, no good.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Gordon outside. Lots of room. Rebound by San Antonio. Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a 3rd or 4th guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number 1 or number 2 guy, but you got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
Back to Murray. And here's Jokic. Spins. Knocked loose. Pass to Watson. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Now here's Fox. Guarded closely. Outside Wembanyama. Jacks up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Jokic the screen. Gordon on the wing. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Porter to snap the cold streak. And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
Connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Porter. Gordon on the wing. Pass to Jokic. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Gordon finds Porter. Clock at 6. Screen by Gordon. The 3-ball. And Michael Porter hits from deep. Porter's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
Wembanyama against Jokic. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. The Nuggets trail. Will stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
Now here's Jokic. Got it.
Such a powerfully built man. I mean, Jokic seems to just brush off the foul from the opposition.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Denver.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on it.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Now here's Porter. He's got 5. Pass to Gordon. Outside Porter. Turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
San Antonio ball.
Spurs trail by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fox the pass to Wembanyama. That one goes. Count it. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Jokic with a screen on Fox. Pass to Jokic. Launches a 3. No luck on that one. He got it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Murray out there with Michael Porter, and it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Murray. Shot clock at 6. Now a timeout called by Denver. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
Outside Porter. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Offensive rebound. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Porter's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
And out of bounds, Denver will have it. Denver is shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it. And you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
Now here's Fox. Fox on the take. Outside for Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 5 points in the quarter. Jokic passes to Watson. Outside for Porter. Shot clock at 5. And here's Jokic outside. Again, Jokic missing. Spurs lead by 3. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Peyton Watson.
Yeah, forcing his way to the line. Wemby, such a long dude.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter out here, too.
Good-looking guy.
Jokic. Look at Jokic going to work inside.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Soft touch off the glass. Fox has got 6.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. 4-3. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Second team foul.
Here's Fox. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. There's the triple. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
3
Man,
points.
Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
San Antonio on D. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Murray from outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fox against Murray. Wembanyama, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Watson. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, man, I mean, the passing from Jokic is off the charts. Gave his man just a great look.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Pass to Jokic. Fires for 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
Zero hesitation from Jokic. Just so confident in his skills.
Here's Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Wembanyama, so comfortable inside.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean looks.
And so the San Antonio Spurs finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Johnson is at the 3 with Sohan down at the 4. Then there's Devin Vassell, and it's Bassi in at the 5 spot. Here's Brown. The shot from the low post is good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Vassell. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Champagny, the pass to Vassell. There's a screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
The NBA, it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Brown passes to Westbrook. Here's Brown, covered by Johnson. 6 to shoot. The 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, the big body of Johnson getting up on the fast break.
Here's Brown, covered by Johnson. Passing, pulls it in. Spurs lead by 10. Vassell outside. And that one good. Vassell's got his second basket on the night.
And when Wings take it down low, good things happen.
Brown passes to Westbrook, and Westbrook draws the double. Here's Najee. There's the three. Fires in the triple.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Vassell outside. Pass to Champagny. Picked up by Sohan. Fires the three. Champagny shot is off. Nuggets trail by 9. Westbrook outside. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Brown's shot is good.
Yeah, few guys drop dimes like Westbrook. He has an innate talent for setting up shooters.
Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Denver. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Vassell against Westbrook. Vassell outside. Here's an 8-footer. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Vassell's got 8 points. Nuggets trail by 6. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Here's Johnson. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
Assist from Champagny.
1 minute left to play in the third. Pass to Westbrook. And he drops it in from the low post. Westbrook's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
Up top, Vassell. Give him 8. Coach, as you know, two-way wings like Devin Vassell are a hot commodity in the NBA these days.
Yeah, Brian, he's got good defensive instincts. He's got great length. And offensively, a pretty good three-point shooter. But his main weapon is that mid-range jump shot.
All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Here's Westbrook. And he hits it to tie the game. Give him 8.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Porter. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Michael Porter out there with Jamal Murray, and it's Watson in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And it's Fox penetrating, and it's Fox with the jam.
Explosive speed gives Fox the clear advantage on the drive. He gets down the lane so fast.
Outside Murray, and here's Porter outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Oh, there's the goal. Wembanyama on the receiving end.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Outside Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Fox against Murray. Here's the 3. Boom! Fox with a triple.
A versatile offensive weapon. Fox is good at sizing up defenses and taking what they give up.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Wembanyama screen. It's Fox with a drive. And Fox powers it home.
Yeah, Fox is going off. I mean, he's gotten the ball on offense, and he's been relentless.
Murray passes to Watson. Nice move. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Fox. Always attacking Fox.
Can't lose sight of Fox or allow him to feel comfortable looking to score this close.
Outside Murray. Into the lane. And he converts the layup.
And this is why they go to Murray in critical spots of the game. He just knows how to come through. Ooh.
Fox outside. Outside Wembanyama. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Murray with it. Fox picks him up. Murray passes to Porter. From deep. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fox finds Wembanyama. No good with the triple.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Porter gets the bucket.
Well, we talk about icing his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Pass to Fox. Here's Mamukelashvili. Back to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the take. Oh! Fox with the flush off the drive.
Someone who embraces big moments. De'Aaron Fox. Huge points.
Jokic with it. 55 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Murray. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Watson. Oh, he nails it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Castle driving in. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Stolen by Jokic.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The ball's knocked loose. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And that's an intentional foul.
Aaron Gordon. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Spurs.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Yeah, this young man is pretty steady at the line. Wembanyama can get this done.
That'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Now a timeout called by Denver. They're behind by 4. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Come get it, come get it.
And here's Jokic outside. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure.
like a potential blower, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. They've got Tari Eason. Jalen Green is out there with Thompson. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's good from long range.
Well, Jokic is a judicious three-point shooter, so you know he likes the look when he takes one.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. You add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in two-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last, in three-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Jokic. Murray outside. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the three, he's got all of those.
Now, here's Jokic. After Jalen Green's miss, Jokic counted his second make in 4 attempts.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
Out left to the wing. Eason against Murray. Out to Brooks. Eason, a screen on Porter. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Right side, Green. Gets the 3-point of the fall. Green's got 6.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Murray outside. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic. The 3. Here's Watson. And Watson slams it in.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Now Thompson. Scoreless thus far. Houston needs to get a shot. On the wing, Thompson. And here's Green outside. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Watson. And a missed layup. The Rockets trail. Green, the pass to Brooks. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Pass to Jokic. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Murray outside. Brooks against Jokic. Good, nice job down low. He has 7.
I have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Now here's Green. Here's Eason. Outside, Green. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
A nice decision from Green that time, showing you the savvy to go to the floater there.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. And Jokic throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Nuggets. He finishes with 9 points. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Green, no luck. Denver in the lead. Jokic with it, now defended by Şengün. From 10 feet out, kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Jokic, it's up a 3. Goes back up. Murray outside. Watson, the pass to Jokic. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Here's Eason. He's covered by Watson. And the dunk by Eason.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And it's Watson with the ball for Denver. Pass to Jokic. Şengün with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Nikola Jokic, Clark, is as skilled a big as we have seen. And when he has the ball, he can really affect the opposition.
Yeah, he's such a great passer, and he's got tremendous size. I mean, people forget because he's pretty nimble and agile that he's, right at 7 feet tall, 7'1", with really long arms. So he's a problem just from the size standpoint. Then you factor in his otherworldly skills as a passer, as a shot maker, as a basketball player. And now you've got something that's as unique as we've seen in, I think, the history of the game.
And stolen by Şengün. Eason gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Nuggets trail. Gordon kicks to Porter. A 3-pointer is right on target. Porter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Green. Pass to Şengün. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Watson, the pass to Porter. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Watson's got his 4th assist in this one.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
Now, here's Green. He's got 10. High post, Şengün. Outside, Green. from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jokic. Outside for Murray. Another shot. Eason grabs the board. Rockets trail by 4. Pass to Şengün. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. On the wing, Porter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nuggets on top, up 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
You know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Jayshawn Tate. Green is out there with Jabari Smith. Then there's Whitmore. And it's Landale in at the center position. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he makes all 3. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Rockets trail by 3. Here's Whitmore. Here's Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
How about the force on that finish by Smith?
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And some hang time on the rim puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Now, here is Smith out to the right wing. A shot by Tate with no one around. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Whitmore with it. Pass to Smith. Smith on the wing. Here's Landale. Just 5 to shoot. Green.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Both free throws good from Green. The Nuggets trail by 4. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And they get it. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Whitmore. He's covered by Westbrook for the 3. Denver grabs the miss. It's taken away by Smith. Stolen by Westbrook. Fires the three. Good on the triple. Brown's got 7 points. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Outside, Green. In the corner, Tate with it. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Tate's only got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Brown. He's got 7. Plenty of space. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 9.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Green finds Whitmore. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And here are the Rockets now, after the Nuggets pick up 2. And it's Whitmore missing. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Brown. Whitmore defending, out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Rockets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Kept alive. Shot clock at 6. 2 points. That one goes. Whitmore's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. There's the pick. Here's Brown. 9 points in the game so far. Takes the 3. The Rockets pull it in. Here's Whitmore. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Rockets lead by 2. And we'll get going. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. The Nuggets trail. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Murray out there at court. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now here's Green. He's tightly guarded. Green draws the double. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Murray outside. Puts the move on, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Houston leading by 4. Outside, Green. Eason with a screen for Green. Pass to Eason. Back to Green. Clock at 6. And here is Şengün to the left side wing. Shot by Eason, no good. The Nuggets shooting so far very efficient. All around, about 55%. Jokic kicks to Watson. Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Releases. Eason grabs the board.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Şengün. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
This speaks to how assertive Şengün can be. Love when he makes quick decisions like that there.
cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Here's Green. Pass to Şengün. Back to Green. Lots of room. Again, the Rockets score.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Green passes to Brooks. Green drives in, and Green slams it in.
One of Green's primary attributes, speed. And when he combines that speed with staying under control, that's a problem.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And Porter drops them both.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Screen by Şengün. A 3-ball. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc. Major poise for Porter Jr. Big time at coming through.
Oh, my goodness.
Man. Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark. Houston leading by 7. And it's Green slamming it down.
Excellent job by Green finishing through that contact.
On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Green. Porter a screen on Green. Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Porter passes to Jokic. Fires the 3. Rockets with the rebound. Poke loose. Porter finds Jokic. And Jokic will just torch you inside.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Out to Thompson. Outside, Green. Jokic grabs the miss.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And Şengün throws it down.
Making strides on that end of the floor. Şengün showing what he can do as a scorer.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Watson from the arc. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
On the wing, Green. He's covered by Watson. Green, no luck. So we see the Rockets get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean,